There we go. That's all you gotta do. Who wants to go to Denny's? Who wants a grand slam? How you want your eggs? You want them scrambled, sunny side up, egg whites only, turkey sausage? I prefer bacon, even though I can't have too much. But all right, we got it. Am I an MLB fan? In all honesty, not really. I started actively like watching baseball back in 2016. My wife's a huge MLB fan. I live in Texas. I live in Dallas, so I'm a Rangers fan. And we used to live like right across the freeway from the Texas Ranger Stadium in Arlington. So we would always go to games when we lived over there. But yeah, she's a huge fan. I started getting into baseball. I really wasn't a huge fan of baseball, but then in 2016, I started actually like trying to learn the sport and learn what certain things are. So I would say fairly knowledgeable. I would say like maybe on a scale of 1 to 10, my knowledge of baseball is probably like a solid 5. I'm pitching. Who is this pitcher I got in? Oh my God, I think the game's lagging. No, it's not. I'm tripping. No, my sound is lagging. Ooh, that's gonna be annoying. I might have to take these headphones off. Yeah, I might take these headphones off. What we got? 2 strikes.
Strike 3, you're out.
There we go. You're from Richmond. You're a Blue Jays fan. Look, the stuff that happened with the Blue Jays, the Odor, and I forget the dude on the Blue Jays team name. That's all in the past. I actually, for lack of better words, I actually like the Toronto Blue Jays. That's just because like blue is my favorite color, and I always like their jerseys. Whenever it comes to sports that I don't really know, like players on a team or like I don't know that much about the sport, I always go for like which team has the coolest looking jerseys. And like, you know, before I started getting into baseball, I always did like the Toronto Blue Jays jerseys. Yo, what's going on, Sonic? How you doing, man? That was not a strike. I've been getting a lot of iffy calls from this umpire. This game and last game. There's definitely a couple of pitches last game that their pitcher got that I was like, that can't be a strike. Come on, get through there. There we go. But you're too slow to get to second, so. I really wanted to try to go to third, but I didn't want to chance it. You saw a review for this game. They really like it. It's a really fun game. Only thing I kind of had an issue with, I wouldn't really say of an issue, was kind of more of a irk to me. So the game's $45. Now, the last game, I think Super Mega Baseball 2 was like $30, $25, and I hit into a double. That's tough. It was like 30. It was something like that. It wasn't $45. They got a free version of the game. That's actually what I'm playing. The only difference is in the free version, you don't get access to like franchise mode or all the teams in the game. You only get 2 games in exhibition mode, and then you can pick from 5 teams per week in the online mode. I kind of wish they would have just like did it what they did last time and not price it so high. Like they've added a bunch of stuff for franchise, but me personally, I'm only going to play this game online. Like I really like the franchise mode is great, but I've never really been into franchise mode. At least within the past like 5 to 6 years, I've never really cared to play franchise mode in sports games like Madden, 2K, MLB when I had it. So that really doesn't, entice me. But it's not really a bad deal because you can still play unlimited games online on the trial version or the free version, as I call it. The only difference is you can't really practice with teams. Like if I wanted to practice with the overdogs, I couldn't. Yo, what's going on, Tyree? How you doing, man? You make a good point. Yeah, like don't get me wrong. If you're a franchise head, like if you like making teams, customizing teams, playing through all the games in the season, I definitely do think that the game is worth $45. Like I think the franchise mode alone is worth the $45. But me personally, as somebody who's never gonna play that mode, who's never gonna make use of the features to make your own logo, customize your team. You can put people's names on it. You can change your batting stanches, all that good stuff. That is amazing. I'm never going to use any of it. So me personally, I can't justify myself paying $45 for like 70% of the game that I'm never going to use. But there are people out there. Like when I was watching Twitch yesterday for this game, most of the people I was watching was playing franchise mode. And it was great. They were playing on high ego. You know, some dude was playing in the World Series and he lost on the last game. And, you know, it's really great for that. But I'm never going to do any of that. I'm just going to play online and go about my business. And I guess that's why they put the free version out. Because I guess for people like me, like if you still want to play online but don't want to pay the money, you can still do that. Please don't catch that. I'm chilling, man. Chilling. Trying to get better at batting in this game because my batting is horrendous right now. Why would I buy it if I just want to play online? Exactly. Which I guess in retrospect, that's a smart thing that they did that then. They're like, all right, for people like me who only want to play online, here's this free version. You get to pick from 5 teams a week. It kind of sucks because I kind of want to practice with some of the teams that I play with online, but I guess it's not too big of a deal. I just want like a fun arcade game to play. That's kind of my main thing. Like that's actually why I love playing this game because it's just like a fun arcade game. I don't really gotta like, you know, there's mechanics, but the mechanics aren't really too they're not too much. Like MLB The Show, because I played The Show for a couple of years. The mechanics on there can be a bit much. Also, the online for that game, for me, never really felt fluid. The online for this game feels really good. Yesterday, I had some bad games. Like, I had a really laggy game yesterday, but this is my 3rd game today. All the games I played today have been perfectly fine with crossplay enabled. And that's another thing why I like playing this online. It has crossplay, so you're going to have the Xbox folks, PlayStation folks, PC folks. Like, it's not just like, all right, if this was an Xbox exclusive or a PlayStation exclusive, I would have to only play with people on there, and then maybe like a month, 2 months after the game's out, and the people who don't really play online no more, you have a smaller player base. Where now you get to choose from a player base from 3 different consoles. Well, 2 consoles and a PC, but 3 different platforms. And there's a free version, so like there's really no. If you're on the fence about trying this game, you can download the free version and play and try it out. Come on, drop. Thank you. Yo, look how long it took him to get to home plate. Jeez. All right, come on, Grand Slam. Come on. That was it, too. That was it. I called it, and I did not swing. There we go. That's all you gotta do. Who wants to go to Denny's? Who wants a Grand Slam? How you want your eggs? You want them scrambled, sunny side up, egg whites only, turkey sausage? I prefer bacon, even though I can't have too much. But all right, we got that. It's not an achievement for hitting the Grand Slam. All right. It does. NBA Street Volume 2 is probably the most perfect. To me, NBA Street 2 and like a trilogy of games is probably the most perfect blend of what worked in the first one and also moving the game forward as far as progression. I kind of hold NBA Streets Volume 2 on the same token as like Mass Effect 2. To me, Mass Effect 2 is still the best in the trilogy, or the best in the series. We got a W, by the way. It's still the best in the series because it took everything from the first game that was good. The story is really dark. It's like a dark saga of the story, and then also it like revamped everything. Whew. All right, finally got our first win. V3 is the most stylish. That's true. Version 3 is the most stylish. It just builds on what 2 does. Like 2 built the groundwork for 3, but 2 is still an amazing game on its own.